a definition of the DAO technique, but like the definition, I kind of don't like it. I want to make it more good, so I was thinking about how to make it. Do you have some ideas? And this is they can help you to refine or develop a manipulative approach. Okay, so I think his the definition is great. Okay, I changed my mind. Hello, ChatGPT. Hello, ChatGPT. Hello, ChatGPT.
Outrageous.
Outrageous. Okay, what's outrageous? Outrageous. 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 That's totally outrageous. Oh, what's going on? Outrageous. Outrageous. Oh my gosh, outrageous. 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 Outrageous request. Okay, what does outrageous mean? If you describe something as outrageous, you can infer something that is unacceptable or very shocking. Oh, that's a very yeah, that's a very good definition. Okay, outrageous request. Where you begin with an outrageous request, knowing it will be declined, and then follow up with a smaller, more reasonable request. Psychologically, people feel compelled. Let me see.
Compel.
Compel is kind of force. Compel. Outrageous. Okay, outrageous. Let me see this definition. Outrageous. How you say it's outer shocking and morally unacceptable. Okay. SHOCK. Shocking and more morally unacceptable. Okay, these prices are just
Outrageous.
outrageous. Okay, these prices are just outrageous. These prices are just outrageous. Outrageous. Okay, that's great. And so how outrageous requirements will be declined and then follow up with a smaller, more reasonable request. Psychologically, people feel compelled. What's mean compelled? Shocking? Oh, not this one. Sorry. compelled to having to do something because you are forced or feel is necessary. Compelled, and he felt compelled to report this. He feels compelled to report the incident. Felt compelled. Okay, so what's mean felt compelled? You feel that you must do it because it's the right thing to do. Okay. Phrase, if you feel compelled to do something, you feel okay. So Dickens feel compelled to return the stage for the final goodbye. See full diction. Okay. You feel okay. People feel compelled or forced or outrageous. Forced. Okay, so the last word it was com comprising. Comprising.
Compromise.
Compromise. No, we should find a compromise between you and me. Agreement in argument with the two people involved. Okay, compromise. Agreement. Okay, agreement. Compromise. Let me see. Compromise is hoped that the compromise will be reached into these talks. The government has said that there will be no compromise with the terrorist. There's no compromise.
Terrorist.
Terrorist. Okay, terrorist. Terrorist. It's a terrorist. 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 Okay.
Terrorist.
Terrorist. Okay, it's terrorist, compromise, terrorist, compromise. Okay, terrorist, compromise. And terrorist and compromise. Okay, let's see. Terrorist compromise. Okay, terrorist compromise. So there's no compromise. We should find a compromise between me and my girlfriend. Outrageous and compelled. Okay, I'm going to make this I'll just let's say that example with ChatGPT. Hi, ChatGPT.
Hi, Jer. How are you doing today?
So I was prepare for my. It's not preparing. Just I was studying social psychology. I was studying social psychology. So you can see it's the door in the face technique, right? So where you begin with outer. I forgot to say it again. Could you just read the first paragraph?
Sure. The site says the door in the face technique, where you begin with an outrageous request, knowing it will be rejected, and then follow up with a smaller, more reasonable request. Psychologically, people feel compelled to agree to the second request as a compromise. Would you like me to explain more about this?
No, I knew it. Okay, so I'm gonna read it later. I tell something. Okay, so where you begin with the outrageous request, knowing it will be declined, and then follow up with a smaller, more reasonable request. Psychologically, people feel compelled to agree to the second request as a compromise. Okay, just correct me some of my pronunciation I made. Some wrong pronunciation. Did I make some mistakenly? Some word pronunciation.
You did well. Here are a few points. Outrageous should be pronounced as outrageous.
Outrageous.
Psychologic. Your
Outrageous.
pronunciation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. It's pronounced psychologically. You're doing great. Just keep practicing.
Psychologically.
That sounds better. Keep practicing and you'll get it perfect.
Okay, thank you. So here's my example of the door in the face technique. It's really it reflects my today's event, today's incident. I guess it's I don't know. It should be incident or event. Just today, I was planning by a house. So this afternoon, me with my mom, we went to where with the real estate agents. We're looking for the house where, me with my mom, we both were like it. Even though it's a second hand, but the owner, she didn't live in it at what she never lived in it. The price, because the economy is not very well, the owner want to sell it as quickly as they can. So we just me with my mom, we just do the drawing the ticket face technique to make the price decreasing it, and then we can accept it. Yeah. So here's a really good example. But I'm pretty sure what I said. Just there's some grammar is a mistake. So could you just refine my example?
Sure, here's a refined version. Today, my mum and I went to see a real estate agent to look for a house. We found a second-hand house that we both really like. Although the owner never lived in it, they want to sell it quickly due to the poor housing market. So we used the door in the face technique to negotiate a lower price that we could accept. This experience really reflects today's lesson. Is this closer to what you wanted to say?
Yes. What's meaning? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the process is spot on. You did a really good job. 你forgot 你 cigarette or what? Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this word. 你 ego it or what?
The word you're referring to is negotiate.
And
It's
negotiate.
pronounced
Yeah, yes, it's negotiate. What's the meaning in negotiate?
negotiate means to discuss something in order to reach an agreement, especially about prices or terms. It's often used in situations like buying a house or making a deal. Does that make sense?
Okay, so let me see. Negotiate. Okay, it's a negotiate.
Negotiate.
Negotiate. Okay, so negotiate. I just talking. It's like a talking, making some plan, and both could acceptable, right?
Exactly. It's like middle ground that's acceptable to both parties. You're on the right track.
Okay, so I'm going to write it to have
That's a good
a
approach. Just
formal
practice it.
discussion. Discussions with someone.
Exactly. It's all about having discussions to reach a mutual agreement. You're doing great.
There's a phrase and idiom I think in order. I have seen this in several, just in a different context. Could you explain to me what's meaning in order? In order.
Sure. In order is used to show purpose or explain why something is done. For example, we negotiate in order to reach an agreement means we negotiate so that we can agree. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. And how's used in order to in another example?
You can use it like this. She studied hard in order to pass the exam. It means she studied hard so that she could pass.
Why in here we use in order?
In order clarifies purpose. So in she studied hard in order to pass the exam, it shows that passing the exam is the goal of studying hard.
Okay, so
It
here's
connects
my okay. So here's my example. I go to swim every day in order to make my swim perfect. Is that correct? On my swim posture more perfect and more beautiful.
You're close. You could say, I go swimming every day in order to make my posture more perfect and beautiful.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, okay, now I'm gonna to. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome.
Negotiate.
Negotiate. Okay,
Good luck with your next.
negotiate. Okay. So today, my mom and I went to see a real estate agent to look for a house. We found a second house that we both really like. Although the owner never lived in it, although the owner never lived in it, they want to sell it quickly due to the poor housing market. So we use the drawing face technique to oh my gosh, this word 你 was how to say that?
Negotiate.
Negotiate is negotiate a lower price that we could accept, negotiate, and this experience really reflects to this lesson. Yeah, I'm done. Negotiate.